Good evening, everyone. I'm Liz Bishop.
And I'm Dory Marlin. First on 6 tonight, opening statements wrapped up just a few hours ago in the second trial of former State Senate Majority Leader Joe Bruno, once again facing federal fraud charges.
Now, you'll remember that Bruno's first trial ended with him acquitted of 5 charges and convicted of 2 that were later overturned on appeal. Matt Markham is live tonight in Albany to tell us how the first day went. Matt?
Liz, it was a fairly long day for the folks who were here at the federal courthouse here in Albany. That included Joe Bruno's son and daughter, who were in the gallery during the jury selection and then opening statements, which began shortly after lunchtime this afternoon. Those counts you mentioned, this will likely be a simpler case, at least for the U.S. Attorney's Office, because there are only 2 counts in this trial for mail fraud, theft of honest services. But at the same time, the defense may have to build a larger case for their protection of the 85-year-old former senator.
I'm just looking forward to getting this long ordeal behind me. I'm just tired of the last 9 years this has been going on. 9 years.
And so it will continue for at least the next 2 weeks as a jury determines if the former state Senate Majority Leader accepted kickbacks from an area businessman for legislative favors. The Assistant U.S. Attorney Beth Coombe called the case against Joe Bruno a quid pro quo bribery scheme.
The definition of what is a quid pro quo may be important in this case, and whether the judge charges that you need or don't need a specific act to match the gift or benefit.
Defense attorney William Dreyer refuted the government's claim that Bruno concealed his dealings with that businessman, Jared Abruzzese, who had a stake in a company called Evident Technologies. Dreyer also challenged allegations that Bruno accepted $20,000 a week in consulting fees on what the government called a no-show job with no written work product and the sale of a worthless horse. The defense attorney also told the jury that prosecutors were plucking facts, throwing them in the air, and saying, "This doesn't look good." Dreyer went on to say Bruno was an open book in a part-time legislature where officials often keep other jobs.
They're trying to show that Senator Bruno may not have been as powerful as everyone said, and that there were other people making decisions which benefited Evident or Mr. Abruzzese.
Bruno is not under a gag order, but has been instructed by the judge not to abuse a shorter trial day granted for undisclosed medical reasons. Bruno told reporters that he was reluctant to speak, but did say, leaving court, he was proud of his public service.
My counsel said, have a great afternoon, and what he says goes.
One of the things to watch in this trial will be whether or not Mr. Bruno has more to say in terms of taking the stand in his own defense. And also, during opening statements today, William Dreyer, the defense attorney, made an inclination that perhaps former Governor George Pataki might be called to testify in this trial as well. The first prosecution witness will take the stand tomorrow morning. Reporting live at Federal Court in Albany now, Matt Markham, CBS 6 News.